Hi everyone, it's Eleanor from The Healing Light, and today I wanted to share with you a little bit of it, what's going to happen for this weekend. We have got a full moon coming up, so we have got absolutely purification, and I did write it down on one of the posts this morning about that I would really like that we concentrate on purifying things, what we deserve. What do we want to have for ourselves? Is that regarding a relationship? Is it about manifesting what it is that you deserve? So all of you who done my sessions and vision boards and actually desire list, please go back onto it, look at them, rewrite them if it's needed. If you are stuck with them, please go and have a look. I do want to say this to you is because like even this morning when I had a beautiful client of mine, I absolutely adore her. And I was talking to her and she said to me, how much is it that it helped her coming for the session, especially now at the moment we're having more intensive one than we had before. And she said to me how much it helped her, that she actually knows how to work at her job, how to delegate, how to actually, her energy is actually totally different, even though she went through a heartbreak and she had to go and deal with this. So I will say to you this is, and quite a few of you coming to see me and you do know that I see things, that I tune in and I have a look what's going to happen to you and I give you tips and hints. But I will say this to you is this, things can change. Regardless of what somebody sees for you, you can always change it, because especially if we are going to have got a relationship, there's two people in there, yeah? So it's not just all about you, like about one person. We actually have got two people in there. So things can change. It doesn't mean, because we're not relying on you, because I'm teaching you always is that you're in charge of yourself. You're not in charge of the other person. Even if somebody tells you you're going to marry this person, this and that, how many of you have got actually that as example and it did not happen to you? So things can go pear-shaped. When we have got a heartbreak, it's a harder one, heartbreak, when we have got a deeper connection with a person. We think we have got a deeper connection. Is it really deep? Or is it because usually it's like after the divorce? Is it something that it's on a band that you collected and you had a partner at the time? So it does feel like a deeper connection, but in reality it wasn't, because it was actually attachment and filling up your void. So a deeper connections, yes, you can feel things what they're feeling, you can taste in your mouth what they want to crave and things like that. But honestly, on a soulful level, was it really the deep connection? And if it was, they would be still here next to you. So it's a karmic relationship, what got broken up. And what do you have to go and learn in the whole process? So when we have got a karmic relationships breakups, what do we have to learn? And if everything was going really well and all of a sudden it finished just like that, it just finished, we're finished, like broken up, that's it. So the question is, why is it affecting you so much and it doesn't affect them? Is it the abandonment issues? Because it's always about you, not about them. I know you come and see me and you said to me, Eleanor, what do you see for me? Like kind of things like that. And I'm like going, you're always in charge of your own destiny and the things would you want to play around with that. So with the females, I teach them, open up to your heart, open up to your value, who you are, raise up your bar, set the boundaries, and we work through the heart to actually manifest the next person. But more we work on, the more we are specific, more you're going to get a different person. The question is then, if you're going out on a date and you're going to sleep with someone, are they having a cold feet afterwards? If they're having a cold feet, is it just because, remember, masculine and feminine energy, we all have got them. But if I'm a female and operating more from the female and he's a masculine, did the polarity change between us? Did you swap into masculine energy, which is more forward and organizing things? Or did you both change in the same polarity? Both, he stepped into the feminine. And if you're both in the feminine, then that's not going to, that it's not opposite. So it's not going to go really well. So it's going to be a cold feet. Is it because he is having a commitment issues? Is it because, there's lots of different issues in there. Most of it is commitment issues, abandonment issues, hurt issues. I will say this to you: pause, pull back, females especially, pull back and allow him to find himself, or he's not going to find himself, or is he going to find himself? There is one or the other. You're not going to settle for the breadcrumbs. And there's plenty out there, people, who's going to come forward for you. Everything in life is a lesson. So rewrite your desire list. Remember which words do you have to write into them, because there's certain words which have got a higher vibrational wording into it, and I want you to use them up. And I don't want you to settle for anything to be a second best either. So the whole this weekend, I want that we work on it, your desires or your things what you wanted to have got, and being in absolutely gratitude. Do not be desperate. There is no need of desperation. Some of you read my post, what I wrote it down, and I get this, and I really write it down because I'm just like so over it. I get so many text messages, and on YouTube, because my videos are on YouTube, and on Facebook and Instagram and other social medias is like, and so it's like everyone thinks like she's just beautiful, so I'm just gonna send her a message and we'll see what happens. I will say to you this is the world is changing, and we are all looking for deeper connections, and we're all looking for something soulful and not something that is just I am looking just for the sex or the booty call. I teach women that basically is raise the bar for yourself. You are picking up a husband or potentially a relationship. You're not picking up something to have got just for weekend fun, except if that's what you really want. So you need to be very, very clear of what you want to have. And in relationship, if somebody is having a cold feet, is energetic level. It's to do with energies. When we have got somebody operating, and I have got men sending messages, just like this guy did, and said, that particular message, which I did post it up on my private Facebook page. When they're operating out of the base chakra, which is a sexual energy, and they think that everything is about the sexual energy, and that's going to heal them, that's going to make it better, and they will find the right females who's going to actually give them that magical pill, give them that enlightenment and things like that. It doesn't happen like that. And it's actually that man is going to go into the feminine, fake feminine, not into masculine men with feminine traits. He's going to go into the fake one because he's going to absolutely operate within the sexual energy. And the moment he doesn't get a sexual energy, what he's going to become. So the life of the relationship is not all based on that. It's actually based on the real connection, the real things where we can lean on each other, that where we meet the middle part. So the female comes to the middle, man is on this side, and he comes to the middle. We're not crossing over each other, except in extreme cases if we have got things where we just have to kind of lean over, but it's leaning because we need a support, not because we are demanding it at that time and at that point. And I always teach everyone, be in your heart. Absolutely be in your heart. So to have got a successful relationships, there are tricks and trades of it, and we need to be leaning back, females in our receiving energy. Male have to be the one who's actually chasing, doing things. And if he was chasing you all the time and now all of a sudden he doesn't chases you, it's not about him, what he's capable of it. What are you honoring yourself with? What are you doing for yourself? If he's not actually doing things for you, what makes you think that you have to be on that spot and you have to stand there? And some of you, I think so, even on Instagram, I put it on my view story and put on my other page about a text message from my really dear friend of mine, and he wanted to surprise me this morning, and he wanted to come with coffee and our flowers this morning, which is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And because the florist wasn't open and I wanted to come so early in the morning just to surprise you. which was really nice because he was just in the area and I had literally 15 minutes to see him in between my clients, because I have got usually a break that much between my clients, just that I can go and tune into the next one. And he came along. So I will say to you is, this is what you want out of your partner: to step up, to do the things. Why he would not be able to do such things like this for you. That doesn't mean that every time he comes and see you, he brings you coffee and flowers and things like that. But he can step up. And this is actually a really dear friend of mine. So, and if a friend can do that, you can have a partner like that too. So you can practice with a friend. If you don't have got someone to practice with, how to lean back and be in that beautiful energy. And I will say this: raise the value of yourself. Where is your value on your scale? And if your value is going to be in a base chakra, which is all about just sexual gratification, is that what you wanted to have got for yourself? I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying, if that's what you want, this is where you're going to be. This is what you're going to be attracting. And sometimes the universe will give you X, Y, and Z men here, so many of them. And universe will sometimes test you. It will say, oh, do you want this one? Do you want this one? If you finish with that lesson, for sure, that it will actually give you little teasers. It's up to you to say yes or no, or you can say, thank you very much, but I'm not going to go there. Been there, done this. I'm not going to go again. That's why I encourage you to start off with the boundaries. And if you look at my programs, what I do for online, now on my website, to be authentic you and irresistible you, there are steps what we have to go and do, regardless of what I do energetically. There are steps what we have to go and do. More you value yourself, more you know what exactly you want, and you're very clear with those things, more you're going to get that. But the universe will always test you. So it's up to you if you want to have that cookie, or if you want to settle for the breadcrumbs, as I call them, breadcrumbs. No way. It's absolutely your way, like what you wanted to settle for. I don't settle for the breadcrumbs. I do want to have the whole package, and I teach people to settle for what they really want. And it is, some of the things can actually happen, and for females to actually lean back and not to be in such a demanding energy. So if somebody sends you a message and it just says good morning and doesn't say anything else, what would you like to do? You actually reply exactly the same. I teach females not ever go into the messages where we are actually pushing ourselves onto it, offering so many things, because do you want to be the therapist? Do you want to be the mother? Do you want to smother them? You're going to attract the feminine men. Do you really want to be with a feminine man? Do you want to be with a man where he needs a mother? He needs reassurance from you constantly. Or do you want to have assertive man where he knows what he has got to do? With a man, I will talk about the men in a sense of, maybe in the next video, I will talk about the men where I want them to step up and to be the beautiful, divine masculine, work on their scars, understand their scars, and just be that who is pursuing, who is actually chasing, who is actually doing this through the whole time of relationship. When they stop doing it, is that has got anything to do with me as a female in that relationship, or is it because something else happened? It's always about polarity and an energetical, like kind of chords, like plus and minus if you think about the feminine energy and the masculine energy. I hope this helps for today, because I felt like I need to talk about this for this weekend, especially because it's a full moon. And we'll have to do some full moon rituals for tomorrow, but I'll post a video for that tomorrow. Love and light to everyone. Enjoy the rest of the Saturday and smile.